Castaneda, and this is Kev's Mindset, where we talk everything finance, investing, mindset, and productivity. Today we're going to be talking about Lucid Manufacturing, as they posted a video today on YouTube, on Instagram, and all other social media platforms that they're on, and they posted a video of the manufacturing plant and how exactly it's used and how exactly the cars are put together, which gives us a true inside look onto their manufacturing, which allows us to assess their manufacturing, and doing that, we'll figure out how far along are they? Are they really where they say they are? And will this allow us as investors to make good returns in the near future? Or are we gonna wait a long time before seeing true progress? All right, guys, well, we'll cover all of that along with showing the video in this video. Feel free to leave a like if you do enjoy it, and subscribe if you're new. Thank you, guys, and let's get straight into the manufacturing. Thanks, guys.
The biggest impact to sustainability is building it right the first time. My name is Art Schloud. I'm the Director of Manufacturing for General Assembly. I'm responsible for all the people, processes, and tooling where we actually put together the vehicle. In General Assembly, we get a painted unit from paint, and we have three primary zones. We've got trim, chassis, final, and then end of line. We do have some robots and we do have automation, but this vehicle is put together by humans, and it takes real craftsmanship to put together.
This highlights several important things that we somewhat already knew. However, it does provide us a full picture look at the processes and exactly how the manufacturing goes of these cars. It really gives us a nice inside look, and it shows us the car, it shows us moving up and down, all the little pieces, people hauling it around. These are important things that we as investors, and even if you're buying the car as consumers, would love to see. It gives us a true picture of this is an American company. They really are providing jobs. They really are providing true value to not only investors, but also the end customer, which is a big thing. Okay, so just in this little segment, obviously we all just watched it together, but they basically just talked about all the little steps that it takes and how Lucid, the people, are actually doing the work at Lucid. And it's not just like, they're using robots because you're not going to do everything by hand. It's ridiculous. But the robots aren't the biggest picture. They're saying that the people play a big role, and that the people really help put that luxury feel to the car. And that's important to know, because it provides people more jobs, and it gives the company it gives it a nice standing with the public in general, because it's like, whoa, they're using their craftsmanship, whoa, it kind of gives you that sentiment. All right, now let's keep going throughout the video. But yeah, basically from that clip, all we can take is nice manufacturing, we know how it works, and also the craftsmanship aspect of it. Okay, let's keep going.
My name is Jay Sorgelski, and I'm the manager of launch and production operations for General Assembly here at Lucid Motors. GA is pretty amazing because it's the culmination of everything that makes Lucid special. We take beautifully painted, sleek body, all of the powertrain technology with the drive units and the battery packs, the expertly crafted interior components, the software technology, and we bring that all together and we send it out as a finished product. My favorite part of it is just the work between operations and engineering. It's a collaborative process, and it's happening through every station in the factory right now as we're building.
This clearly depicts the same narrative that we've been shown this entire time. We can kind of see that, that we can see the battery packs being implemented. We can see all the workers going through. It talks about all the general assembly, and how everyone works together as a true team, and how it's a big mix of engineering, design, everything, and then they provide the software after all of this. So they're just given the painted case of the car. Put it down, they put in the battery, they put all the pieces together, then they bring it down, they do the little piece, they make sure everything's all good, it's perfect, and then they move on to the next portions of general assembly and engineering. And so it's honestly, it's pretty important. It's good for us to note that they have a good hook on the general assembly, and that they're providing us an actual valuable car brand and a great looking car. Okay, so now that we're done with general assembly, let's move on. There's not much to learn from here, except for the fact that they're putting the car together well, and that we can see that they're truly putting effort into it, and that it's not just all thrown together. So that's important. Okay, let's move on.
Quality control is at the end of general assembly in order to make sure we are sending quality. My name is Federico Tapia, and I'm the head of manufacturing quality. This design is complex, not only in the appearance, but functionality. So we need to make sure that the car we are delivering to our customers is working properly. The handoff with General Assembly starts in the roll test area, and we take the car to squeak and rattles and water test, then to the pre-delivery line. We are evaluating 11 subsystems: powertrain, body, interior, exterior, chassis.
Okay, it actually just got very important. Okay, I know it kind of seems dumb, like, oh, it's just quality control, making sure it's all good. But no, it's actually very important. The fact that, like, they're talking about quality control and everything, if you saw them spinning the wheels and making sure everything's good and testing to see that the car's wheels are spinning good, they drove over ropes, they drove it over several stops, and all this, right? This is great as they're testing the car, making sure it's at peak performance for their customers. But that's not that's not the crazy thing that I see. The importance here isn't that they're just testing that. The importance is the one thing that we all kind of wonder: how are they getting those 517 miles range on their $162,000 car, the Lucid Air Dream Edition? Okay, so this is a big question. But the fact that they're testing them and checking all the quality on all of them means that they've genuinely tested the range on these cars, and it might be an indicator that, hey, obviously I believe them. I'm like, all right, you say 500 miles, Lucid, I got you, I believe you, right? But some people are still somewhat speculative on this, and the car company hasn't come out and like driven and shown, proved like, hey, it's right here. But them talking about the quality control and them showing those wheels spinning and them driving it around, it makes me feel like more confident. It's like, hey, they tested everything. They say 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. I believe it now. They say 517 mile range. They definitely tested that over and over again to make those claims. It might even be higher. Who knows? Maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe it'll be a little lower. Maybe it'll only be 505. Who knows? Who really cares? As long as it's around where they say it is, or if it exceeds, then all right, cool. All right, but it's nice to be able to see that they're really putting a lot of emphasis into the quality and into making sure that it is perfect. Okay, now let's keep going throughout the video.
My name is Hector Rascon, and I am the Vehicle Evaluation Manager. We take the car and make sure that the car is free from defects. So we inspect the whole vehicle, 100% of them, for more than 180 attributes, and then this vehicle is shipped.
Once everybody is agreed that the car is okay, we take it to logistics. They are in charge of taking the unit to the shipping yard. This is not only the traditional car.
Okay, I kind of just cut it off there because it's like, I don't really care about logistics. It doesn't show me any true value. But honestly, everything that I saw there is like, hey, it shows us that Lucid's really trying, and they really might be the number 2, if not potentially. I'm not bashing on Tesla. A lot of people got in some comments like, hey, no, Tesla's gonna be number 1. I'm not saying Tesla's not amazing, okay? I just personally really believe in Lucid, and it makes a lot more sense to get these, especially these early returns on Lucid. I'm not saying Tesla's not gonna grow. Obviously Tesla's gonna grow. However, I don't think they're gonna gain 100% this year. However, I think Lucid could gain 100 to 200% this year. That sounds much easier to me. And in long term, I want to have both Tesla and Lucid. I'm all for tech innovation and electric vehicles, but the issue is that everyone tries to pin one against the other. They can coexist, okay? It's not a big deal. But going back to everything, it shows me that they could be real rivals. They really stand a chance against Tesla, and that's a big deal. And it really shows me, and I'm sure it showed you, that yeah, there's some true value in this company, and there's real value that we're gonna see in the short term, and obviously the long term, but like soon we're gonna see like them manufacturing, they're gonna be shipping, all these things. It's very important. And obviously in 2023 we have Project Gravity, but I'm not gonna get into that rabbit hole right now. We're just gonna talk about this, and it's important. We see that they can manufacture the cars pretty well, they can test the logistics, all this, right? And they're making sure that the quality is perfect. This is amazing, because when the customers get their car, they're gonna be like, whoa, this car is much better than I expected. And that's kind of what we want the customers to feel, as when they get those cars and people start getting good reviews from the cars, and it starts being on the news everywhere, sales are gonna go cha-ching, right up to the moon. All right, you know, that's what we need, and I think that's what we're gonna see. As Lucid's a great company. They've been making batteries for a long time. They've been working on cars for a long time. They have a great team, and we're gonna see some real growth at this company. This just reinstates everything that I already believed. However, it did show us a nice picture on the manufacturing and seeing how the cars are built. I hope you guys did find some value from this video, and I hope that my insights did add on to your knowledge and did help you guide you through the video, because sometimes just watching the video is like, oh yeah, they're building the car, but it's like, no crap, they're building the car. So it kind of reinstates everything. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably 2 more videos or so tomorrow, maybe only 1. I don't know. I've been kind of trying to make a cycle, maybe 1, 2, 3 videos a day, depending on what's going on. It's kind of how many I post. I try to post at least 1 video a day, so that's my promise to you, at least a video a day. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Feel free to leave a like if you did enjoy and find some value from this, and feel free to subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one, and feel free to start investing if you haven't started already. Get your 2 free stocks down below in the description with Webull. Get 2 free stocks valued anywhere from $8 to $1,850 when you deposit your first $100. Sorry, quick pitch there. Anyways, I hope you